Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Playing with the Lover's Oracle, the Lover's Oracle, the Tarot of Sexual Magic, and Tarot of Desires. Tarot of Sexual Magic, Lover's Oracle, Lover's Oracle. Oh, and Tarot to go. I'm going to pull some cards first. Let me just clear my throat. Can you see what that card is? I don't know what it is, but what's this card? This, last time I saw this card, it had a bit of a karmic energy to it. I felt like this masculine was going to push this woman out of the window. Hi Abin, how are you doing? Hi Cynthia, darling. Okay, it's a karmic story. It's a karmic story. What's going through my mind is, can't it just be a happy story? It's like, well, they can't all be magic, maybe. They can't all be fairy tales. Because they wouldn't, I suppose they wouldn't be fairy tales if you didn't have, like, the evil witch. Evil. So it's like, it's nothing to do with like your witch status. It's about whether or not you're a good witch or an evil witch. Not a bad witch, because if you're a bad witch, you could become good, couldn't you? But evil is different. Because I felt like being a bad witch as if like witchcraft. I always look at it as being an angel rather than a witch. But I have been called a witch. It's like I try and take it in a positive way. I think I'd rather be called an angel. Sirens, listen. I even made mention tonight to Jamie and said there's been a lot of sirens, and Megan hadn't heard me. And then a bit later on she was like, there's been a lot of sirens today. And Jamie went, your mum said that. Checking to see whether this person's dead or alive. My goodness, I don't know what we've delved into here. You spin me right round, baby, right round. What on earth is going on here? Okay. There's that card. There's two different characters in this picture. There's one that's portrayed, with red hair, and then there's another one that has brown hair. Okay. But there's kind of confusion going on here. The red hair means a hot head, a fiery temper. And one that has a fiery temper, and the other one's just so placid. Do you want to have a look at these pictures? Okay. So this is the energy, because I picked up that this was like karmic energy to me. And I felt the energy, well, it's spell work or something's going on, look. But I felt the energy of this masculine wanting to push. Like this is his opportunity to push her out of the window. Death becomes her, okay. So, let me not mess up the order of the cards. It's like the Order of the Phoenix. Emily's watching that movie at the moment, and she said that she's at the part where Umbridge is starting to put all her rules up all over the school. The rules go up. And the Order of the Phoenix. So this is temperance, but what is this blending here that's going on? Now, I always pay attention to the fact it feels like her heart is like out of her chest. Maybe she doesn't have a heart. But you would say, wouldn't you? Maybe to someone who was evil. It's like, do you actually have a heart? Do you have a soul? She's got this hole in her heart. So we can say hurt people, hurt people. Okay. But healed people, healed people. So there's a hurt person here. Maybe not evil. Okay. There's a hurt person. And then there's a healed person. Feminine sound. This feminine at the moment, she's walking on, I was going to say tiptoes, maybe eggshells. Yeah, I can see the shell here. Okay, which quite sharp. So, is she on best behaviour? I don't know. If you're walking on eggshells, but I felt the energy of it's more that she should be walking on eggshells because it's like one more move from her and she's gone. So it's like she's been warned. Right, now comes in the other character. The very chilled out, placid energy. So we had Temperance, and then with these cards I rarely look at what the actual cards are. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so waiting for your harvest. Normally he's like leaning on his hoe. And he should be kind of like raking the money in by now. He should be, but he's waiting for his harvest. But here he is. I'm going to say this is the Divine Feminine's energy, okay? There's a coaster. So when you're coasting along, interesting. So this relationship is coasting along. Cynthia, what did you say that you've attracted? All those messages. Now you have me intrigued. Can you not summarise, please? This love's coasted along. It's like it's stood the test of time. It's still it's not a hot-headed energy. It's very nice. There's no actual like attachment or obligation, shall we say that? Because the cord's there, so I feel like the cord is there, but you don't feel as if, oh, I just seen what's going on. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. It's all that's why it was important to. I've just seen the cord being cut somewhere else. So he's not attached to, like, the Divine Feminine in the same way that he feels attached to, let's say, this. Well, it's the Empress next. There she is. So, can you see the same character? So the Empress, she's sitting in, like, the Empress's chair. I feel like the energy, it's like, get out of there. That's not your chair. You don't belong now in that chair. But still, it's like she's pushing her luck. But the conch is there. Well, the shell. Eggshells, I said, but I wouldn't want to tread on that shell. So I don't know, it's like she's trying to be like the Empress, because walking on eggshells, I don't feel she's doing it right. The combination's not right. Because it's an entrapment. He feels trapped. Oh, I've just seen what happens. Oh, okay. Oh, this is interesting. We'll get into this a bit more. So, Divine Masculine with the Divine Feminine. There's no attachment apart from the love that just seems to coast along between the two of you. It's not a love-hate relationship. This other one is. Anyway. So, this feminine, if you have a look in the background, there's the masculine here, and there's a big snake. So it's like he can see her tricks, or she's trying to like trick him, deceive him. That's taken to like being in the Garden of Eden, but it's not all it seems to be. The snake here is like talking to her, maybe tempting her. And the masculine here is trapped. So it's another tactic. She has a strategy. Next is, so that was the Empress energy. Next is the Chariot. Now this Empress here, oh, she's not, it's like she's dead. But is she really dead? Because I noticed her kinky boots. So I feel like there's been a turn of events and maybe all of a sudden she's like acting wifey. Okay. But then he's got like this whip out. And so I'm not sure that she's kind of, it feels like maybe, you know, sleeping with a corpse. Right, what do we have in the background? This is a Chariot energy. Look. Oh, why am I taking all this red here? So, she might be trying, but is she like providing? I spoke the other day about, you know, don't give your partner reason to want to stray. And so, sex, if your partner is, you know, horny, kinky, it's like kind of best that you join in. Otherwise he's going to go looking elsewhere, isn't he, if he's that way inclined. So I felt like the whole genital area had been pulled out. So not only is she heartless, she could be sexless as well. And I felt like being sexless for being like neither male nor female. She just, it's depending. Look again at like the pink and the blue. So like a man wants to be a man, doesn't he? And he wants his woman to be a woman, not a lady to be a lady. And so that he can be a gentleman. Can you be a gentleman? You can try to be a gentleman with like a hot-headed woman, harsh woman, but she's more than likely going to like abuse that nature, your gentle nature. Doesn't exactly calm her down. So the Chariot. Right, next, because I felt the cord, this is, because I wondered what he was doing here. Now, that was a Chariot energy. Next is like the Nine of Pentacles, which is the Divine Feminine's energy. But whilst this feminine is comatized, he's even prodding her to see. It's like, are you actually moving? Is there life in you? Hello? And I felt like these animals here, I don't know what they are, but they're like balls. Like a ball in a china shop. I feel like they're giving him the side eyes. If to say, look, are you coming? Are we going? But what direction are we going in? Do we go this way? Do we do this way? And so first of all, I'm just seeing if this one's like still got any life in her. So I feel maybe given opportunity, offers opportunity after opportunity to change. Right, so the cords here that you can see is visible, but this is a love that's kind of drawn together. Okay, oh, it's like a match made in heaven. You don't really need this string to make sure that you're like hand-tied, hand-fasted, but you are, without the string being there. That he is attached to this other feminine. So Nine of Pentacles, remember his Chariot's here, waiting to go. But he's been trapped. Manipulation. He's been manipulated. And here he is now. I was taken to the flames in the background. But he's cutting this cord that's this feminine here. Like she's actually got like her hands on this coaster as if like she's trying to control it. Hello? Hello? What do you want? Hello? Hello? I got up to open the door to you. So I'm actually severing the tie that's being like forced because this love is on the floor here. It just is. Come here, little one. Belle. Belle, baby. Where is she?
I'm sorry, she was scratching at the door, so I used it as an opportunity to show her off.
Did Mummy tell you to get Mummy? No, Mummy told you to get Daddy.
Meant to be getting Daddy. Darling, I can start dinner soon. I thought that. I thought I'd just let you rest. And I thought I'd come and do a reading. You're going to go back to Mummy?
Come here,
Oh, looks like she's waving. It's like she wants to keep waving, Miggy. She's a stunner. You know, I think that she's been feeling this heavy energy. She's been out of sorts a little bit for 3 days, and this is the energy I've picked up on. And I've said to the guys, this is what I said this morning. I said, I feel like something's going on in hell. It doesn't involve us. I'm going to go to Mummy. Go on then. But I felt like there was something going on in the underworld. Okay, and we was picking up on it. So, several in the connection. Because you're going to the Nine of Pentacles, which is the Divine Feminine's energy. Now, what the difference here is, have a look, his hair's turning red. Okay, so he's getting a bit hot-headed himself now. He's had a great master to teach him how to be hot-headed. Because, look, here's the Divine Feminine's energy. What are you doing down there? The Divine Feminine's energy, but she's kind of got a fan. I mean, well, she's worn out. She's all hot and bothered. Because he actually wants to, like, not tie her down. Okay. Not nail her. Well, all those things. But, like, he's actually trying to... So, as in a way where he felt trapped, so this connection, he's actually wanting to be... he wants to, like, claim his... what's the word? Belt it down. I don't know what the words are. It's like his baby doll, because I was taken to, like, baby doll shoes here. Baby Belle. Right. Let me go and give you to Mummy. Say goodbye to everybody. Here you go, Mum.
Thank you.
You got her? I'll do the door.
Come on, we're going outside.
Go outside and get some fresh air and have a play. Before bedtime. Oh, sounds good, doesn't it? Having a play before bedtime. Oh, my. Right, okay, next. Is this energy of... it's like he has calmed down a bit, so I don't believe he's going to, like, push her out of, like, the window. But I feel like he's going to push her out of the picture. Doesn't really matter what she does. It feels like entrapment. This one feels more like a... I was going to say like a dentist chair, and it was like... when, like, you'd say, open up. Open up your mouth. I felt like other holes here. Well, look, he hasn't been getting it, has he? It's, anyway, he's pushing this feminine out of the picture. And why do I say that? Because the Divine Feminine's here. Look, beautiful harmonic music. The harp's here, but harmonic music. And there she is in the picture again. So it's like, he only wants the Divine Feminine in the picture. That was quite a good reading, wasn't it? What were these last cards? Because I kind of skimmed them. 9 of Pentacles, Divine Feminines. 4 of Pentacles. Ah, yes. Because, like, you hold on to it, don't you? With the 4 of Pentacles, about holding on to, well, the coin, the money. And seeing as that is a 9 of Pentacles, that is a pentacle she's holding there. So it's about holding on to the money, where you could just be coasting along on love. It's like, fuck the money. No, you don't want to fuck the money. Maybe she would rather fuck the money, because it's like she doesn't want to do that kind of stuff with this masculine. So he's like, fuck the money, I'm going to go where love just coasts along. You go with the flow. So we had the 4 of Pentacles, but instead of him like grabbing the money, he wants the feminine here. Okay, then we got the 2 of Pentacles. That's about not finding the balance, or you got to find the balance, but some things just don't work. Okay, it's like there's something just out of whack with this blending of these liquids here. Two of Pentacles. So in the Rider-Waite, he's got like a, I call it a dunce hat on, and he's like toing and froing. It's like you're gonna have to find balance in your life. And who makes you feel balanced? Not who do you make feel balanced, even though that is part of the equation, but who makes you feel balanced. Reciprocity. Right then. Shall we look at the comments? Hello everybody, how are you? I got into that quite quickly. ABN, I said hi to you. Cynthia, such a relief to see the notification. Really? I wonder if that's the energy out there. ABN, it's magic. Cynthia, oh yeah, all this stuff you've attracted. Accepting that the entire situation hurts us deeply without having to justify the tears. Yeah. Friendships. A bit what Meg and Jamie have been experiencing of what you explained they have been. Okay. Blue sky, hey, how you doing? You love my hair? Thank you very much. I let it down early to dry. It's been wet. Well, we all know. I don't do much with the wig. But it's not a wig, is it? No. It's getting long now, actually, so I may need to have it trimmed soon. I just feel it when I'm washing it. It just feels like the ends could have a trim. It'd be really easy if somebody in the house would just be quite willing to say, I'll do that for you. See, I would say that to them. Like, do you want me to just trim your hair? But they don't, like, want me to do it. But I don't mind them doing it. It's like, could someone just trim my hair for me, please? And then they're so worried about, like, fucking it up. And it's like, oh, don't worry about that. For one, it's curly, so it's not even going to really show too much at the bottom. We just keep trimming away, don't we, until it's all right. I just think going to a hair salon and just try someone just do. I don't think I can do it myself, you see. Well, I could do it myself. It'd just be nice if someone would just say, yeah, I'll do that. Confidence. Lack of confidence, that is. Oh, and if you fuck it up, it would just be a laugh, won't it? I mean, I said to them before, it's not really like, I've had my hair shaved before, so if you really fuck it up, I'll just go again. It's not, it's just fun, isn't it? Let's just have some fun and cut my hair. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is the deep dark energy. Like I said, I feel like something's going on in the underworld. You really can't make this shit up, can you? I couldn't if I tried. I'd have to really seriously go through the cards to match up this story, especially as I'm pulling cards like live in front of you. It's just there. Ace of Cups, unconditional love. It's not grabber machine. Oh, I'm going to grab her. This whole lot of love. And then this is just, well, you tell me, do they look healthy or do they look toxic? The Four of Cups is about, he's normally quite stroppy, with his arms folded and he's sitting on the floor, cross-legged against like the tree. I'm not sure if both his legs are crossed, but one is, I think. And he's refusing to see the cup that's being offered to him, and he's just dwelling on the 3 cups that are on the floor. It's kind of unhappiness. And if that's not dealt with, it will lead to depression. And that's because you suppressed your emotions and haven't been honest. You've been telling yourself that everything's all right when it's obvious it's not. And now that's starting to reflect in your outside world, especially if you're losing your temper, losing your cool, losing your gentlemanness. Sing the look of love. Don't really know the rest of the words. Is in your eyes. Yeah, either someone has a look of love in their eyes or the look of hate. Should we look at the Lover's Oracle? This deck first. If we look at this deck first, I said I'll only be on for a short reading because, although my daughter's, I said that's fine. You're chilled, you're cool. because I said to Emily, I said, I'm going to go and do a quick reading. I say quick, and it'll be about an hour. Meow. Yeah, she's a calico, yes. She is a calico. Megan's childhood cat was a calico, Lily. Blue Sky. Unless you were on the channel, like a couple of years ago, you won't know who Lily is. But Lily was a real advocate for the channel of love. And Jasper has been as well. Not so much Tia. Don't really get to see, but Lily made her transition about a year and a half ago now. And then we've got Belle. Well, that's Megan and Jamie's cats. Yeah, the cats are our family cats, but this kitten is Megan and Jamie's kitten. So, you look at the picture first. Love would die if held too tightly. You really can't. Love will die if held too tightly, and love will fly if held too lightly. Finding that balance. So, the love's dying because it's held on so tightly by this character. I don't even want to call her like a feminine. This character. And love will fly if held too lightly. Divine masculine. Hence why he knows it's time. His beautiful love will fly away. And you know why the beautiful love will fly out of the way? It's because it's not in alignment with this toxic energy. So, because there's kind of like it's coasting along. But if this masculine becomes like the opposite to a gentleman, so it becomes a bad-tempered man, rather than a gentleman, a bad-tempered man, he won't be in alignment with the divine feminine. Because she's a lady and her divine masculine is a gentleman. Wow. Love is beyond the brain. It's like, you can't comprehend it. Why can't you comprehend it? I was going to say because love isn't a thing, it's a feeling, isn't it? Love is beyond the brain. It just is. You just feel it. It's continuous. It's inviting and enticing. Our love is perfect even when we are not. So you see the perfection in each other. And you know that you see the perfection within each other because you see the love in your eyes. In each other's eyes. Okay, one more card from here. 2 then. Some people will die for love, while others will die because they have lost it. Wow. Some people will die for love. So it's that energy of like pushing out of the window here. While others will die because they have lost it. You know, like some will die for love. I felt that's like the energy of going through the rebirth, okay? Which I feel was the catalyst for the divine feminine. It's like she dies and then it's back to life. while others will die because they have lost it. But that's interesting because that's a very toxic energy. Like if you've lost somebody, as in like, you know, somebody's leaving your life, or you've lost a love, wasn't actually love, but a connection, a title, then there's the energy of, you know, how will I live without you? Where the Divine Feminine has just carried on living, and living very well, like how she handles the situation, in comparison to this karmic energy who has in her possession something that the Divine Feminine would, it's like her greatest wish. And she doesn't see the beauty, as in, I was going to say, and the woman doesn't see the beauty in the connection she has with this masculine. Everlasting love. It's a bit deep today, isn't it? Some people will die for love, while others will die because they have lost it. And so, you can see how you can be manipulated into staying into a connection if somebody's threatening to end their life. Happiness is finding love through giving love, rather through receiving it. Now it's hard, like, it's hard to give somebody like this love. And if you're not able to give love to your partner, it's, well, it comes back to reciprocity. Happiness is finding love through giving love rather than through receiving it. So giving and receiving. It's not an equal measure, is it? That's going on here. You got two lovers here that are just wanting to love each other. Be left in peace to love each other. To love and to be loved. And that's why we are here. For those reasons only. To love and to be loved. Bottom of the deck. Oh. Love is like a storm. It is fresh and cleansing. It is natural and essential. It is powerful and fulfilling, and nothing can get in its way. And something's going on. Can you sense it in the energy too? Let's have a look at the Tarot of Desires. Look how short this piece is here. That won't hold anything together, will it? I was going to say you're drawing at short straws. Is that right? Or you pulled the short string? Yeah, I can see, look. You pulled the short string. Right, let's working our way towards the end of this reading. We're at the halfway mark, are we? No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're closer than that. So this short cord's holding him with, well, I feel this is a karmic energy, okay? Because this is like salvation here. This is help. This is first aid. This is liberation, freedom. A match made in heaven is right there. Still here. But don't you feel like they're sitting in suitcases? He wants to go his separate way, his own way towards this. I'm surprised to see your suitcase at the door. Remember the good times, don't you want more? It's like, what good times? So, hello?
swear I just saw her pause. Through the crack in the door. She's there somewhere. Let me leave it open for her. So she's got free roam of the house. I think the guys are outside. She's just running around, amusing herself. Anyway, okay. Judgment. So yesterday's reading was like Judgment faces the High Priestess, the Empress. I'm not sure which Empress we're talking about. The one that's currently taking up this place, this space, which yesterday you was told to get them out of your space. Might have been the day before. It's been a consistent message, hasn't it? Take heed. Judgment. Yep, I was, and I know it. I'm so sorry. I lose the flow of it a bit, don't I? Because, for one, I don't really remember what I've said. And I'm not sure when I said it. Okay, Divine Feminine doing a clean-up job here. What's interesting, it's the Seven of Pentacles, which is this one here. So, it's the energy of this masculine being left to clean up after this, like, what's the word? Dissolvement of this relationship here. He'll be left to do, like, a clean-up job, where the Divine Feminine, she would, like, muck in, wouldn't she? Hello. Come here. Come here, little baby. Belle. She just wants to explore. The Divine Feminine wants to help, of course she does. She wants to help her counterpart, her partner. This kitten's too cute. I'll see if I can. Come here, Belle. Oh, look, cow. You smell of outside. Can sit there for a minute, darling. I'm not sure. Well, you probably could go on the table. And then we have the Death energy. Say hi to Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. Say hi to Blue Sky. Hi, Blue Sky. Say hi to Erin. Abin. Hiya. You up? Let's take a collar off. She didn't like a collar. I know you didn't like your collar, but it took the others to like realise a little bit longer that be careful over there. Although I realise there's a gap in the desk, but there's actually a safety net underneath. So if you do drop anything, it lands in this net. That's quite cool, isn't it? You have a walk over the tarot cards if you like, sweet thing. That's it. Right, and then we have the Death energy. This is this karmic energy because whatever she's doing here, it's quite destructive. Little one, please don't make that jump. Jumpy, jumpy. Oh, look, I've actually got some string. You like playing with that? You won't be able to play with that. This. Says on there. Now they're slippery on the cards. Just want to play. We're going to scratch this one. That's what she's doing, scratching this figure here. We not like this one. Oh, she's purring. Oh, she wants the long string. Okay. Don't go far with that string, and definitely do not. It's too big. You might swallow it, won't you? What are we looking at?
Oh, that's my coffee. She seems to like my coffee. Cute. Ow. What are you doing? You lick your lips when you smell. It's a really nice cup of coffee as well, baby girl. Oh, Belle, hold on a minute, darling. Come this way. What's this string? What's this? What's this here? Do you want to go down? You can't really jump anywhere from there. Yeah, I'll let you down. Say goodbye. Bye-bye. There you go, darling. Go and explore. I think it's just going to keep falling down. Oh, it's in London Bridges. Oh, falling down. My fair lady. My fair lady. Eliza Doolittle. She transformed into a woman, didn't she? Okay, the death energy. What did I pick up? I picked up that there's, like, on the other side. And is this like a vulture energy? That's because I feel like this is meant to be like a unicorn, but just hasn't got the horn. She's in here exploring. Belle? Belle? Your daddy wants you. That's falling down again. Come here. She's sitting in the bookcase. Oh, she's sitting. Do you know what she's sitting by? Chucky and Tiffany. I'm not even making. Oh, babe. Not even making this up. Listen. Go. She can hear it. Oh. I'll try and keep my door closed, but she. Her little paws come. I want to show you what she was. Oh, I was taken to like empty boxes, empty shells. That's all they are, and we know that. Empty boxes. Empty shells. Chucky's bride. Well, come down if you want to. I'm not really that fast. It's just a bit uncomfortable behind me. What's a pair? Not really a match made in heaven. Chucky and Tiffany. Oh my goodness, I'm flipping my own hair now. Holding him back, look. Her electrify, it's like she's killing everything. All the plants, all the growth, all the Mother Nature. Right, let's move on from this energy here. It's not pleasant, is it? It's not Pleasantville. Two of Wands. This is a karmic energy as well. It's what I see now. I feel like she's made out of wood. And she's spinning your world. I'm talking to the Divine Masculine. She's not spinning your world, Divine Feminine. You don't live in that world that the masculine's living in. You live in a different realm. Heaven made manifest here on earth. That's where you live. You've manifested heaven. He's manifested hell. With the help of this karmic energy. What a duo. Oh my goodness, wow. Why do I feel she looks like wood? Look. You not see? Like the grains here. Look at my nail varnish. What did that thing say about not being perfect? Love is perfect even when we are not. Even with chipped nail varnish. Okay, right. Lover's Oracle, this deck now. It's a kind of magic. Fuzzy wuzzy. You've been watching me since 2006 or 17, so you will know. Oh, Lily. It's a kind of magic. Cynthia, grown up much in just a few days. Her face has become very mature. Yes, but like I said, her energy. And then last night, Megan said to me, I don't know what's wrong with her. She like come in and was just running around, and I said to her, I just feel that she's picking up. So I had to say to her, you know, she's only like young, so she's fresh in spirit, or closest to spirit, and especially being an animal, I like that, playfulness. And I just cuddled her and she calmed down, and I was talking to her, and I actually like sent out a message to clear any toxic energy, because I feel like Jasper's, what's his name? Jasper. Jaspin. Jasper has also not been going out, and he's been quite poorly. You know, he's on the mend, and like he's been going just outside the back door and just walking up the yard, shall we say, the first part of our garden, and yeah, just not going far. But I felt like there was an energy around that, yeah, they were not liking. So we cleared that this morning. But I thought I cleared it last night for the kitten, and then this morning Jasper's out there, and it's like, oh, this is good. So because even I suppose because there was no attachment to Jasper, it clearing for Jasper, I put it out there. So who you think it might work on, or who you think it might be helping somebody else that actually needed it, and yeah, anyway. So that energy, and like having a collar around your neck, and that was released this morning. A very pretty collar it may have been, but she did not like it. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Not money. I just wanted to throw that in there. Why did we throw that in there? Because there's a lot of pentacles focusing on a love of money or a love of life. Hello, Moon Cookie. Well, 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 look who finally decided to show up. Wow, have you guys been waiting for me? Why would you say that, Moon Cookie? That's very unlike you to say that, Moon Cookie. The channel of love. Cheers, Lucy. Cheers, Moon Cookie. Am I in trouble? I didn't feel like I was in trouble. Cynthia said, like, what a relief to see your notification. I said, such a relief to see the notification. What's going on with you guys? Are you picking up on it? I reckon you're picking up on the masculine's energy. Anyone think I've been missing for ages, Moon Cookie? It's been like 22 hours. I know that because I saw on the, what's it called, the feed that it was 22 hours ago. You guys are funny. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Yeah, really strong message. Look at this. Well, 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 to Friday, not you. Well, I wouldn't have thought that. Well, 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 look who finally decided to show up Friday. Yeah, okay. Let me just get over the giggles. Thank fuck it's coming in. Thank fuck it's Friday. Power. This is a good reading, Moon Cookie. Okay. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Hold on. Blue Sky, this is incorrect. There's no way in this world you were watching me in 2016 or 17. Because it wasn't around then. Anyway, I just thought I'd tell you that. Unless you was watching me on another platform. I started this channel 2018. But I've been watching you. I think there's all signs that are coming in. I've been watching you since, and you've capitalised it. Fuzzy Wuzzy. That's interesting. Cynthia, we are not allowing the cancelled movie plans affect Mummy nor toddler. Off to the store to get some grub and sweets. I've actually resisted doing that, Cynthia, although the store closes at 10. Could do. I resisted not doing that, to actually going and getting. I'm taking a healthier approach this month. Less takeaways, less snacking, less coffee, more flavoured water, more preparing my own meals, more salads. We're just taking like 1 week at a time, like as in ordering a whole week's worth of food, where we just tend to shop daily. That's why we have takeaways, because it kind of gets to like now and then no one really wants to go to the shop and no one can really be bothered to cook. But when it's more organised, it just flows nice. So we've had a good week. Yeah. So that's, yeah, I just thought I'd resist the temptation. It's that time of our cycle. It is, yes! Cynthia, it is. Yeah, any day now. I think it might be tomorrow, the actual due date. But yeah, I've had a bit of an upset belly. It might be why, like, I was taking like things personally. Well, not really, but I can be a little bit hypersensitive during that time. I was thinking about that yesterday actually, because I realised, like, through my marriage, when I was like in partnership with someone, that around that time I just kind of like needed to feel like a bit more cherished. If I could tell a man like some guidance, I'd say, you know, while your woman's going through that, then just love and adore her. And it's only 1 week, isn't it, out of like every 4, but it's like you do that week, and then like she'd take care of the other 3. But just, so what actually went through my mind yesterday, because it came out in the cards, I've been thinking about it earlier, and was about, because I said I haven't really been bothered about coming on, because I felt like I wanted to, like, love myself more. So take care of myself. I want to go and lay down and rest. So I was doing the taking care of myself in a way that I know that, so yeah. But I haven't actually got emotional this month. Sometimes there are some tears, and I have to kind of stop and think, why am I kind of like crying? And I don't really feel, sometimes there's a, I feel like it just needs to come out. I'm not sure what it's about, because like I did cry today at work, actually. But in a good way, a laughter way. Because my colleague was like searching on our till system shirts. But then, I don't know what she was doing, but I was like standing beside her but talking to a customer, and I kind of looked away and she looked at me and she went, just ignore me. And I looked over and she was searching for shit. And I just, she'd forgotten to put the R in. And so she was searching for shit. And I was just cracking up. I said, what were we searching for? Like, shit. So, yeah. But it just tickled me. But more than tickled me, it actually made me cry. It was just... So yes, it's that's my time with the cycle as well. And we're approaching the full moon, aren't we? I noticed the moon last night. Oh my goodness, like, I missed so much chat. Cynthia, we are, oh yes, hold on. Yep. I only got to half of it, about the sweets. Mummy can make this happen. No dimming their little lights. FK, yes, we can walk. Yeah. Fuck, yes, we can walk. That's... It's your movie plans. What did I say the other day? Sorry about that, because I wonder if we've manifested that. So I said about Odeon, didn't I? About like being on like Deliveroo. And so, like, they bring, like, the cinema. They don't bring the cinema to you, they bring the goodies to you. You're just doing it yourself, aren't you? So, that's interesting. I need to go to the cinema. Emily's doing, like, the Harry Potters at the moment. Like I said, she's on the Order of the Phoenix. Professor Umbridge and her rules. She was a bit of a pussycat woman, though, wasn't she? Right, Cynthia, we have been experiencing emotions that they gave us before birth. Kind of seemed like the hormones had neutralised through our cycle till about a week ago. Okay, interesting. We're laughing out loud still, that's cool. Laughter is the best therapy. Have fun, have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. Moon Cookie, Lucy, how are you liking your new position at the men's clothing store? Oh, I like it a lot. Oh my goodness. So, payday today. Been there for 4 weeks today. Payday. Earned the same amount, roughly, as what I earned in my last job. Nowhere, I don't rush around, not stressed. How can I give you an example of it? Like Notting Hill, when Hugh Grant, and he has that little bookstore, and they go, coffee? Coffee? Orange, I'll have an orange juice. A bit like that kind of energy, although we make our own coffee, so, but cream cakes. Yeah, it's great. So today I didn't have to start till 10:30. Only a 5-hour shift. Don't work more than 3 hours. 3 hours. Don't work more than 6 hours. Don't work more than 3 days in a row. Every Wednesday off, every Sunday off, every third weekend off. Lovely. No boss around. Well, she's okay. But I'm well with the boss. She's okay. But she's in London. And, yeah, just left to it. Very nice. Customers, love the customers. Talking about this today. So my colleague said to me, so it's been a month, how'd you like it? I said, well, the other day I was on the toilet. Like, upstairs, like, at work. It's gone up. So I'm just going to go to the toilet. And I sat there and thought, oh, this is like cushy. This is perfect. Very nice. Difference is, don't get paid every 4 weeks. Get paid the last day of the month, which is absolutely fine. Don't mind that. Because I have another payment that goes in at the end of the month as well, because I receive a pension every month, which is another thing, just how it just works out. So my bills are kind of covered through Simon and the fact I get a pension through his transition, and that's for life, so that's cool. So that kind of takes away, like, my bills are paid for. Should we say that? My bills are paid for. And I can pay for them out of my pension. And then the rest is just mine. And what a beautiful state of being. And if I hadn't gone through the things that I hadn't have gone through, then my children would still be dependent upon me, like financially. And now they're not. It's like we split everything equally. So the rent and the bills all split 4 ways. It's a nice way to live. Shopping, the weekly shop. See, so rather than spending like £40-50 on one meal as a takeaway for all of us, like £20 each a week, we can eat like kings and queens, really. Just someone's going to have to prepare it. But yeah, I'm loving it. What else do I love? Oh, I'll tell you what picked up today is, so the store that I work at, I would say, is a gentleman's store, and I've actually spoke about this today. But there's a few items that you might pick up from, like, how do I say this? Your Chavs markets. They're a bit ruffian clothes, tracksuits, okay, hoodies, very casual. What I'd say, you know, Chavs would wear. I'm just being honest. But somebody came in today, and this is the thing that for one, we're building via reputation, not advertisement. I suppose a bit like the Channel of Love, not through us, but like not advertising it, but through the management, not advertising. We've asked them to get onto it, which they are doing, but at the moment, they are doing. At the moment, people are coming in and say, I didn't know you were here. And, you know, how long you've been open for, and so we're having people come back. And a guy went out today and he's like, I'm going to tell my friends about this place, you've got some really good stuff. So we're really well known for our shirts, quality of our shirts and the cost of our shirts. suits. We do 3-piece suits, tuxedos. It's a gentleman's store, but then you got this clobber, she was saying that, shit. Because when she was like searching shit, I said, what's it come up with? Hoodies. No disrespectful for that. No I'm not being disrespectful, but you know, this is a gentleman's store. You know, handkerchiefs, socks, you know, smart shoes, nice ties, bow ties. I found out what a cummerbund is. A cummerbund. CUMMERBUND. A cummerbund. I'm going to leave you guys to Google that. But it's kind of, we had to like do a label for it. Like, what's it called? A name tag. I don't know what they're called. A cummerbund. 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 Sell those. Waistcoats. And it's like prom time at the moment. So we're, although I've got to say that because we have a big gypsy community here, travellers, and they will come in and buy, like, there is an area for it. It just doesn't feel, because this lady went past, she said, I saw your trainers, like, in the shop window. Now, this was, like, before I'd started. And she said, I just thought, Steph, you just look like a market stall. And then she come in, she said, you've got really good stuff, haven't you? I said, yeah, really nice stuff. Gentlemen, so we get to, I like to not dress them, but I will obviously help them undo all the buttons for them, and you know, it's nice. I like it. Yeah. I mean, at the moment, it's very quiet. Like, yeah, it's very rather quiet. Might only serve like 8 people a day, but the owners aren't too, well, I imagine they are fussed. They want it to work, but they own the whole arcade. So it's kind of their building of lots of different stores. So we just have a unit in there. We have a store. Yeah, it's nice. Very nice. Thanks for asking, darling. Can't believe it. Just can't believe that I'm like, there is no loss in income. Not that I was relying on it anyway. So, because that's the first thing that my boss said to me. Because people had to leave because they need like they want 40 hours at least, like a week. I'm like, no, I'm cool with like 23, about 25 I'd say average on, 25 hours a week. I don't even feel like working. I don't really say I'm going to work, so I'm going to go off and have a chat with my colleagues. We just hang out. It's crazy. The stress levels are just like, they're not there anymore. So I'm very appreciative. And how it just all worked out. The transition was brilliant, really. So I just left one, went into another, but after like about 2 weeks of having some time to myself, got paid for my last job, literally a month ago. Get paid from this job today. Haven't noticed. What I have noticed is there's no difference. I'm working a really stressed out loads. I'm working like, are you serious? Because I feel like I should be doing more. And the last 2 days, I've just like surrendered. And it's like, no, I don't actually have to. Nice. So I'm liking it very much. And cookie. Cynthia, the outdoor projection was the community. Was for the community. Oh, the outdoor projection was for the community. But if we aren't welcomed, that's also okay, and respected. If you're not welcomed, of course. You don't want to be anywhere that you don't feel welcomed or wanted. When I started this new job, that's what like my manager said to me, my boss. She was a bit like, I don't know, I mean, the other ladies kind of thought she was being really harsh on me. And when like I went, they said, we'd be surprised if she comes back after you've just spoken to her. Because it's like, would you think you're going to be capable of doing that? She was quite harsh with me. And I'm thinking, this is all real trivial stuff. Like, do you think you'll be able to find that? Like, if you need the size in the stock room? You know, you're like, yeah. Oh, okay, well, I think we'll give you a trial and blah, 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 and we'll see how you get on. And I just interrupted her. I went, look, if I don't get on here, I'll willingly leave. I said, I don't want to be anywhere I don't feel welcome or wanted. And then after that, it just so happened my next shift, she was like in town and we worked together, and now she rings up the store and asks to speak to me. So it's quite nice, you know. So, yeah, lots of respect. I give her respect. She seems to give it back to me. We like that. So, but yeah, I did have it a bit, and I thought, oh my goodness. I thought, listen, it's cool. I can leave. You want me to leave? I'll leave. It's not an issue. I'm not going to fight you on it. And, yeah. Right. Oh, Lucy, comments. Moon Cookie. Oh, how quaint. I love that movie. Notting Hill, Julia Roberts and Hugh. So lovely, isn't it, just? It is a beautiful movie, isn't it? Okay. The song She is coming through. Moon Cookie. That's real proper like Lucy. I'm glad you're loving it. Yeah. I mean, many times I go out, because I'll pop out a few times a day. It's not like, I don't get like a set lunch or anything. I'll just stand there and eat. And so today we got these cakes that my colleague introduced me to. And they're called an elephant foot. Okay. So we had agreed that on Friday we're going to have this cake. We had one during the week, but we shared one. We said, look, we'll have one on Friday. It's payday, and we spoke today. We said maybe we'll do this cake thing like once a week, because she was having them like once a day, and found she was putting on like obviously, and then she's gone on this healthy eating. She's really encouraging me to be a bit more savvy about, you know, your meals and planning them in, and so she inspires me like that. And I told her today, I think that's kind of one of the reasons why, you know, we're working together. And I said, you're really helping me with this. So I said to her, okay, because she started at 9:30, I start at 10:30. So one of you starts at 9:30, one of you starts at 10:30 on the day. Unless we're with the other young girl, because she doesn't open up, she doesn't have keys. So on them days, we have to start at 9:30 if we're working with the other girl. There's only 2 of us at work. It's nice that you actually work with someone else. I said, I'll go to the bakery. Bird's Bakery. Just thought I'd throw that in there. I'll go to the bakery. I said, and I get like these elephant elephant's foot. So I go in there and I say to obviously the assistant, can I have 2 elephant feet, please? I said, I feel weird asking you for 2 elephant foot. So can I have 2 elephant feet, please? And she went to me, she went, something about like 2 left feet. That was a comment, and I thought, okay, she went, like giggled. She went, yeah, it does, doesn't it? Like 2 left feet. And I said, yes. And she went, I don't know what happened to them today. I said, what do you mean? She's like, they're exceptionally large. I said, they knew I was coming on Friday. That's why. She said, whoever's eating these, you're going to really enjoy them. I said, well, they knew. So that that made me giggle. Great big massive. Filled with cream, and the cream was so light. It's yeah. And what I was saying is that we go out. Obviously, I go out into like the market square. Market was quite bustling today, and there was somebody playing the flute actually, just at the end of our arcade. And at some point, I'll take you some little videos and share what work life's like in the town, you know. That's the kind, I love it. And then come 3 o'clock and it's a ghost town. I mean, we close at 3:30. There's no point staying open anymore. Although we start to get busy. Like about 3:15, we have like all these customers come in. And we have quite a lot of sales really within 40 minutes of us closing. So we smile because our takings are up a bit more than what we thought they might be for the day, and you know, it ended up being a really good day. Well, it was a good day anyway, but as in like money wise, not that we're worried about that, but the manager, she wants us to obviously take some good money, but it will come in time. So I love that. I bet it smells really nice. Yes. No, it doesn't smell like men's cologne. No. I'll tell you what we just had a big delivery of is like man bags. So they seem to be quite popular, like the man bags. We didn't have many designs, but we've got like 5 different designs now. So, yeah. And sometimes, like, there's days when you'll sell like a lot of the same thing. Sometimes you don't often sell them, and then you'll have a day where that just seems to be the thing. That, like the other day was handkerchiefs. Oh, actually today as well. He actually bought a tie box, so it had a tie, and it had a tie clip on it, and then it has like a handkerchief that you can pop into the pocket, but he just wanted the handkerchief. A paisley handkerchief. And yeah, from Scotland he was. And he blamed his wife, because he's like, but it's the first she had heard about it. I said, you just want the handkerchief? He said, yeah. He said, because my one from my suit's gone missing. He said, it's her fault because she took it to the dry cleaners. And she kind of looked at him and said, what are you talking about? It's first she had heard. I said, apparently it's your fault because you took his suit to like the dry cleaner. She said, not a thank you for taking it to the dry cleaners. I went, well, no, you lost his handkerchief. So we just have a giggle with them. And so it's a handkerchief. Economising, saves on toilet tissue and tissue, doesn't it? Just and I was thinking about handkerchiefs yesterday, actually, about how, like, as a child we wouldn't use tissue, we'd just have loads of handkerchiefs, you just wash them, wouldn't you? I'm singing a song. Are these the words though? What do you mean we need a break from the old routine? What do you mean? Wow. I mean, we need a break from the old routine. But it does have a really nice clothing smell to it. New clothing, freshness, Christmas maybe. Does anyone else think that Christmas morning has like a newness smell to it? 72 minutes, are you serious? They're downstairs cooking dinner, God bless them. They done that yesterday. I put the jacket spuds in the oven. When I went down, like, the pork chops were underway, and they've got their tunes on down there. Cooking dinner, Megan and Jamie. It is spaghetti bolognese tonight. I don't honestly know what we're going to do about this character, and I'm just being honest because this always takes me to like maybe a drunk. I can actually hear what she's saying to the pussycat. Are you a little bugger? And then we've got the King of Cups. So we've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the King of Cups. So I don't actually know what to do about this karmic situation, alright? This character. And I'm not saying that I do. I'm not saying that I do. I'm not saying that I do know what to do about this character. But I am going to say that you will know what to do. Okay, but you have to go within. No one can tell you what to do about this. You can get guidance, but at the end of the day, it's you that will tell yourself what you need to do. And that's best, because then you're not like influenced or pressurized or feel you've got to take someone's advice or guidance. If it doesn't sit well with you, if that's not the approach you want to take, then you don't take that approach. You take the approach that sits well with you. You do what's best for you. And what's interesting here is there is a, what's best for this masculine is to, because I felt the energy of her looking in that direction. The masculine's looking straight ahead, but he actually wants to go in that direction. It's what the Chariot was asking. Well, what direction are you going in? The 2 balls there. After the picture. The masculine wants to go in that direction. On angel wings. With his cup. That he wants to offer because he knows it'll be received by the Divine Feminine. He won't be rejected. But you have to remember that rejection is a form of protection. And this feminine would just drown her sorrows. Oracle cards. Bottom of the deck, please. What oracle cards shall we use? Angel prayers. The Hangman. So it's still an unknowing of what to do, but the revelation will come. The Hangman, the enlightenment. Then you'll be free to... Let's read this message. You'll be free to do what? Or do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do at any given moment. Given moment. These moments will be given to you. It's about enjoying the now, isn't it? Enjoying every moment. The Hangman. Even like this moment of suspense. Whereabouts is the Hangman, please? Calm and alert. The Hangman doesn't appear uncomfortable in his suspended state. Suggest a step backward, a distancing from everyday concerns, indicates a period of rest and reassessment. Something new is on the horizon, but you must be patient. Must be patient because his masculine really doesn't know what to do. This feminine's kind of spinning his world here. Rumi. We're going straight to Rumi. I want an angel prayer. Then we'll have a Rumi message. Huh? I did send you a message via your Gmail. Yeah, I know. I don't check my messages. Are you free on Sunday, Moon Cookie? My plan was on Sunday, I was going to message you if I hasn't heard from you, but not via email. We can talk on Sunday if you're free. It's only a couple of days away. So if on Sunday, when you get up, or just let me know, you know, up and awake, and you might know what your plans are for that day, and I can kind of say, okay, in an hour or so, I'll give you a time. And we just make it happen, won't we? Move your body. Thank you, angels, for motivating me to move my body and energy. Now this is on top of this card. Can you see the angel wings on his helmet? Thank you, angels, for motivating me to move my body and energy. Move your body. Move your body higher, higher, higher. I don't know. What don't you know about Moon Cookie? Your angels are encouraging you to get moving. It's time to get motivated and energized. You may feel stagnant or held back at this time, but the only person who can get between you and your goals is you. Take steps towards anything that you've been putting off, as this will get your energy moving and you'll be more open and receptive to new and exciting experiences. Okay, the expanded interpretation. You may feel stagnant, but that's okay, because now is the time when things are beginning to move again. Distance yourself from the energies that are standing in your way and make space for the thrilling opportunities that are being offered to you. If you've been putting off an exciting venture for some time, You're being encouraged to go for it now. Your angels are the wings on your back, and they want you to spread them now. Thank you, Lucy. What's that about? If we speak on Sunday, we speak on Sunday. If you don't know if you want to speak or if you can speak on Sunday, we'll deal with it a bit later, won't we? We'll speak when we're meant to speak, okay? But just, yeah. Rumi, let's get this, I've done the low power mode, haven't I? Did I do the 10% mark? Got my eyes closed then, didn't you? 17%. Right, okay. Let's finish with a Rumi message for today. Move your body to the rhythm of love. Move your body. It's like you can hear the beat. The impossible made possible. Card number 9. The impossible made possible. We had this message not long ago because I remember. Do you remember when we fell in love? We were young and innocent then. Love brings the sea into boiling and turns the mountains into a pebble. Love creates infinite openings in the dark sky and shudders the earth with its magnitude. Rumi. She spins, this great earth goddess, upon invisible strings amongst the wildly pulsating ballet of life. Stars are born, live and die all around her. Life moves in constant flux, and still she spins in her great loving, constant pirouette. How can this be? All of creation is born from nothing. Out of endless silence and darkness light emerges. What strange magic is this? The sun heats the solar system and burns with the power to destroy life, yet it is a force by which life is sustained. Surely this makes no sense and cannot be. We dance in the realm of the impossible made possible constantly, you and I. We are so engrossed in it, so familiar with it, and yet blind to it, that these constant impossibilities happening in every moment fail to inspire us. Yet, what are your biggest, boldest, most extraordinarily impossible dreams compared to the great impossibility of life itself? They are but tiny seeds in the Creator's masterful hand, being now planted in the heavenly garden. Yes, they are being planted right now, for the moon tells us the time is right. Most tenderly shall they be watched over, nurtured into fullness, according to the season. Yes, that growth is assured. The impossible is now made possible. We only limit what we believe to be possible by our lack of imagination. The divine has recourse to all that is and all that is yet to be. Is there any limit to the resources of the heavens? No. So then, why has not every impossible dream now been rendered possible, indeed manifest in shining glory upon the earth? The human heart knows everything envisioned can manifest according, excuse me, my throat's very blocked. Okay. It's only a short message though. The human heart knows everything envisioned can manifest according to divine timing and grace. Yet the mind does quake with fear, so much so that it will not listen to the heart at times. That fear is a childlike nightmare, that should you offer yourself up to the sacred loving power of the great Creator, you might be found to be lacking. The mind holds itself captive, and dark fantasies of that profound rejection. The mind holds itself captive with dark fantasies of that profound rejection, and then avoids confronting it directly at all costs. It creates barriers instead, truly nothing more than lines in the sand yet believed to be false. But what strongholds can resist love? It is like water. It seeps into every available space and changes form to survive in every environmental condition. With unfailing intelligence, it creates life, from steam to ice, rainfall, the river and ocean, rain descending into snowflakes, snow capping the peak, expressing itself with beauty and genius. It nestles under the earth and rises to the sky, only to return to the earth again. It will erode blockages and prevail, no matter how long that process takes. It carves the earth into shape and form. Where it is, there is life. Such is the adaptable intelligence and persistence of water, just as is the power of love. So now you are guided by this loving power to drop the doubt, shed the incredulity, and open up the mind. Allow your imagination to be inspired, as though you are a child in a great garden, hearing the breath of the earth in the wind-whipped leaves, and the voices of the ancestors in birdsong. The universe wants something to happen for you, something beautiful, something utterly improbable, and something perfect for your path, your own unique divine destiny. Your mind will wonder if it is even possible. People around you may wonder the same thing, but your heart will burn for it to become real, to become more than a fantastic, improbable dream. You'll want it with all your soul. You may not even be consciously aware as yet what the great desire is, but your heart knows. It holds a secret knowledge and will unveil it when your mind can handle it. When your heart is much more powerful than your mind, you won't unintentionally block the incredible grace of manifestation seeking to pour into your thirsty soul like the sweetest, purest waters of blessing. Okay. Let's finish with this sacred honour ritual. Place your hands very lightly at your throat and say aloud, with Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, as my witness, I now offer myself into the hands of the all-loving creative intelligence of this universe. I release all vows, intentions or beliefs ever made, consciously or unconsciously, in this or any lifetime. That are based in doubt or fear. So I release all vows, intentions or beliefs ever made, consciously or unconsciously, in this or any lifetime that are based in doubt and fear, holding back from creative fruition of my soul upon the earth. I dedicate myself to love and accept the gift of peace and accept the gift of grace that brings me into greater fulfillment now. May I be blessed so I can surrender resistance and accept what is coming to me now for what it is, a gift of love, so be it. Place your hands at your heart and focus on your breath for a moment or two as it flows in and out. When you are ready, place your hands in prayer and bow your head to your hands. You have completed your sacred honouring ritual. I have completed this Friday's reading. Guys, thank you for joining me. I will catch up with you all soon. So until then, take care. Happy Saturday. Much love. Bye for now.